Hey man.
Hey Nuno, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Right? Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, hopefully like everything's okay and people can hear us on the stream. I had like this, basically my mic's Blue Yeti, like one of those Blue Yeti mics, and occasionally like it just updates the driver and then just stops working properly, and then I have to like just go and cancel it all. It's like a real pain in the ass. So hopefully everything is set up properly. Can you see the stream at the same time?
Yeah, I can. I had to disable the sound because there was some
Stream
lag,
elements.
so I was getting
The
like...
Saturn Junkyard is now live.
Yeah, of course.
Streaming
that's the
retro, my
thing.
favorite SEGA
You
games.
probably have it without,
Party
like,
Popper, the
no
Saturn
sound.
Junkyard, Party Popper.
Yeah, it's not an issue. I mean, it's just... I don't know how normal it is to have like this big delay. I don't know if it's my connection or if it's just how Twitch works.
Yeah.
I never did Twitch, so...
Yeah, I was I've had the day off today, and then I went and my dad turned up, and we went. He's been like borrowing a dog, like house sitting. Well, you know, someone's dog's been at my dad's house. This little dog Max, and then my brother. So I went out with them, and I came back, and I've just been like rushing around trying to like get it all set up and ready, and then this thing happened. So usually I'd have like a starting soon thing with like just some you know, like an old stream or whatever with the sound on, and I just couldn't for the life of me get that to work either. So it just
It's
meant
funny
that
because I had to do some things after work that I wasn't planning on, so I was kind of rushing. I was rushing because I didn't want to be late. I really didn't want to be late for
no,
this.
exactly. I felt really
So-
bad. Like, but I'm always usually like.
And don't feel bad. I'm just saying that I
These
don't want.
things-
I'm not
yeah.
saying this to make you feel worse. I'm just
No, I know.
saying that no matter how much we try to like anticipate things and have everything ready in advance, something always comes up and just ruins plans.
It's technical things. It's like it took me when I first got all the gear to start streaming. I bought there's literally, you know, those books for dummies, like the yellow and purple ones.
Yeah.
I bought
Yeah,
the
they're
Twitch
popular
book for-
over here as well.
Yeah, I bought the Twitch book for dummies, and like I read that, and it helped somewhat. But everyone's computer's different, everyone's sounds and setups, and so it took me about 2 weeks. Cause when I got the capture card and everything, I already had the mic and a decent computer, so I was like, oh, this will be easy. And then I started trying to do it, and I was like, this is not easy. Like to get the sound to like the settings to make sure that like people can hear it. So I rely on like my tiny little community of people to like be like, we can't hear you, the game's too loud, this isn't working. And it's like, so when I'm just going live straight away, that freaks me out. That's why I need that little like few minutes with the Be Right Back video so I can set everything up and check it works. But it's all good, it's all good. I've had like so obviously I spoke to you very briefly when I was on the last Titancast. That was a lot of fun, actually. I spoke to you a bit more before we went live with the actual recording, didn't I? We were chatting about.
Ironically, that's true.
Yeah, we were talking about. But I found it so funny how most of the stuff, like from the beginning, actually was in the podcast. I wasn't expecting that. It's like half an hour before we talk about any games or anything.
Yeah, that's how we roll.
Well, yeah, but not always. I mean, because I kept saying like how funny it was that I've listened to like. Because I do a lot of like walking about, you know, I like to get out and about and just clear my head. Like if I've got a day off, I'll go for a walk and I'll listen to podcasts more than I would music now. But I've listened to all of the Shiro ones, the podcast ones, not the other ones they do now. But and all the Junkyard stuff, pretty much heard it all. So when I was sat there like just listening, I almost forgot I had to say something. Someone would ask me a question and I'd be like, oh yeah, I've got to speak. So it was cool. It was just like listening to it. But you said, I mean, yeah, there's no rule book with this channel. I mean, obviously Simon eventually was like, do you fancy sort of morphing it into the official Junkyard thing? And I'd love to do it more often, but things always get in the way, obviously. But it's nice to get somebody that's from the team actually popping in. And then you said, I think there's one of the games you said I couldn't find it on my... I've got a Satiator, so this is on the Satiator, this one.
I mentioned KO2, which I'm looking at right now.
Good. I'm glad that you can see it. That's a good start.
Yes, no, I can confirm that I can see it.
Okay, good.
I also mentioned Dragonheart. Maybe that's the one you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if that was on there. What is Dragonheart?
Dragonheart is a tie-in to the movie of the same name, the fantasy movie with I think it was Sean Connery.
Oh, right.
Actually, Sean Connery was doing the voice of the dragon. He was not actually playing himself. He was not actually on the movie. He was just doing the voiceover for the dragon, I think. And I completely forget the name of the actual main actor.
Okay.
And basically, it's a side-scrolling action game. Some platforming. I mean, some combat. That's it. Basically, it's a side-scrolling action game, and it's it's a game that nobody knows about, and the few people who do don't care about it. Everyone. Yeah, whenever I mention it, I can only get two reactions: either people have never heard of it, or people say it's crap.
Oh, okay.
And I admit that it's a very niche game, and the only reason that I like it is because I played it as a kid and it struck a chord with me. But it's just stuck with me to this day. It's a favorite of mine. And when you mentioned that we could play games, you could play games that I could choose the games that you were going to play.
Yeah, Nuno picks his nose. Yeah, I should have put that. That would have been funny.
I actually do that all the time. Don't tell me. I immediately thought about these two because these are games that really... KO is more well known, at least among people who are hardcore Saturn fans.
Yeah.
They know about this game and it has a good reputation. Dragonheart doesn't, but they were the two games that immediately popped in my mind. So without even thinking too much about it, without going into, what games should I pick, like what would be good choices, these two just immediately popped up on my mind. So you only got one, no problem.
Well, I think so. I mean, basically my satiator has got quite a lot of games. What I did was, when I eventually learned of archive.org and how it's like gonna have, not that to be honest, I've never downloaded a ROM off one of those other sites and it's not worked, apart from once, I think, with Fantasy Star for the Dreamcast, but apparently that's totally normal because there was loads of problems with the game. But other than that, so I thought, well, it's archived, they're the proper things, but it takes ages to download off there, but at least you know you're getting like the official best dump of the game, if that's what they call it, isn't it, a dump? But sorry, I was just going to say, my collection's I did have loads of stuff that I just thought sounded cool and would play at some point, and then I basically cut a lot of it off. Hello. That little bit of hair there. I always do that. I look like Liam Gallagher or something. It's not a sideburn. These headphones of my huge head has stretched them. I suppose when you put them on, you're meant to do this every time. I've probably just been going like that. Oh, and there's the glasses. I was probably wearing these last time I streamed, which was probably a really short stream. But I was going to watch my own stream, which is a good idea. Oh. Was das? Oh, somebody's gifted me a month subscription to Jebs24. That's cool. Oh, she's streaming now. Maybe I should say thanks. Yeah, I'll say thanks to her now. That's cool. Yeah, she's really good, actually. She's like a northern lass. Thanks for the... Alright, actually, I should say I just gifted it. I can never tell if this is today or not. People aren't really saying go on, these on. I don't know, that's probably from last time. Sorry, you're going to be able to hear her talking away, aren't you? I'm going to turn it down. That's going to sound terrible through the mic. But yeah. everyone's just watching me close up on the camera with me 80s glasses. I basically just wanted to look like my dad in 1985, which I think I've succeeded. Right, was just gifted a month's sub for your channel. Hey. Northern. It's weird. Is it Northern? It's Northern, isn't it? I'm gonna put Vern. There we go. Because yeah, like a terrible streamer would That's cool. I wonder if she'll say anything back. Probably not. What game's she playing anyway? There must be people that have streamers watching streamers. Looks like she's playing Resident Evil 3. Oh, is it Alone in the Dark? It is a bit Resident Evil-y, but I don't...
I'm killing him, I don't care. We'll go for Shotty. We'll go for Shotty.
Cool.
Enter the door at the back of the staircase.
Right, I might watch some of that later.
Two and Dan, son. Two and Dan.
I'm watching my own stream. Where have we gone? Oh, come on, all I want to do is like, what? Basically, if you watch your own stream, it's a good idea, basically. But since last time, everything's changed. I should be live already. Anyway, I'm going to put you out of your misery and show you what we're playing. I played this... I should have called this stream Backlog. Tom's Backlog. That's what I should have called it. Because this is one of my backlog games. Yeah, sorry about this. For whatever reason, it just won't... Why won't it just let me watch my own... They've changed the app. There we go. That's how long it's been since I've done a stream. They've like changed everything. But yeah, I know it looks like I've got some kind of crazy hairdo, but trust me, it's not. I haven't cut my hair like Liam Gallagher's, although it does look a little bit like that. So we'll just leave that. I like that. So yeah, this is Grandia. I'm not an expert on the game. I'm some of the way through it. Let me just check. So last time I played this was still... It was only like... I think it was last weekend during the heat wave. Well, there was still a massive... We've had 2 heat waves here in the UK. And I took to playing my... I didn't do any streaming last week or weekend. But... Because it's just too hot up here. But now it's alright now. It's a lot cooler. And there's some wind and a bit of rain here and there, but it's still nice weather. But anyway, so I just popped this. I thought, right, why don't I just, when I'm not streaming, I should play some games that I need to catch up on so I don't get overwhelmed. I don't want there to be like 5, 6, 7 games that I'm in the middle of, like big adventure games. I don't want that to happen. So at the moment I've got this, I've got Sakura Wars, sorry, I've got... So I played a bit of... Basically I was going to play Sakura Wars, I thought now I'll play this. So I got a little bit further with this. I keep pressing start. I'm absolutely knackered as well. into, I think it's my 3rd week of my job. I did nights on Monday and Tuesday, so you do 12 hours in the theatre, which is a hospital, not what Training Code thought, which was like, so not the theatre as in acting. Right, how do you get to the menu in this game? So, yeah, to be honest, I did a workout when I got home as well. I've started doing workouts again now, because I'm just not moving around as much. If anyone from AJ Removals is watching, this is your ad, Matt. So, AJ Removals, yeah. The best value for money removal company in the world. No, they're really good. And it was great working with them. And my favourite thing about it was the exercise. It's the only thing I was good at, being fit. Everything else I was terrible. It's an awful removal man. Clumsy, forgetful, but now I just don't move around as much, so I've started doing exercise instead. So let's just assume that I think we just came here to save. So basically this village was like, there was like a dragon. We killed the dragon in this village. This big guy, I can't remember what his name is now. Let's find out what his name is. He's called Gad or something. Gadwin. So Gadwin joined us, but it's actually a massive game. It's like really long. I'm still on the first disc. It was on the PlayStation 1 as well. I'd say this version's better, especially now that this version never came out in the English translation was only PlayStation. So a load of clever people. Hang on a sec. I'm pretty sure I've already done this. Right, never mind. I'll show you what. If you've never seen a battle in this game, you're about to see one. You get this epic music. Tell me if the music's too quiet, because I love it, so I'd happily turn it up. This is the ambushed music. And you can run away, so it's not random battles. You can actually quite successfully run away from characters, but we just didn't there. But it's not like a Final Fantasy game where I don't know. Basically, I'm not what's the word? Au fait with, is that right? French for like I'm not aware of. I think it is anyway. I'm just chatting absolute rubbish. Basically, I'm no expert on JRPGs, but the combat system in this is cool. So you just like, it's like one button controls the whole game. And the animations are really nice and pretty, and the sound effects. My favourite character is probably Sue. She's like she's the youngest. And she's got like a friend who's like a little pet called Poi Poi or something. And they like do little cheerleading dances together and stuff. So yeah, it's a ridiculous game. But I'm a sucker for 2D graphics that look like this. I mean, come on. But yeah, so because I'm sharing it on Facebook, I reckon what happens is people watch it for about 2 seconds on Facebook, and then they just don't bother. Because nobody has said hello in the chat. So I've said it many times, especially the AJ lot, if you ever watch this. Make a Twitch account, or I can't respond live, apart from talking to you. So I can say hello, probably better, isn't it? But hi if you're watching. You're probably not. Speech chat though, yeah, it should be on. I'll just reload it just in case. But we had a couple. I can't really. To be fair, I've got to stop saying that. I say that all the time. I can't remember whether my last stream was with Nuno or whether I did another one that was quite short after Nuno's one. Oh, I've messed it up now, haven't I? I'm just checking the speech chat. Let me see if that works.
Me. GGGG.
Yeah, it works. So speech chat's working. But yeah. It's funny because I can actually see who's watching as well. But I can only see who's watching on stream. On speech chat, sorry. But yeah, I should really not stream when I'm this tired. I just wanted to do a little bit. Because I thought I can tick it off that. But tomorrow I could stream from like 6 o'clock. And it's already like 20 past 8 now, so we'll do a proper stream tomorrow. Because I'll have nothing better to do after work than working this weekend. So it's been weird working nights and weekends. So yeah, Justin's our main character. I think he's supposed to be like a teenager. I thought Fina, the green-haired one, they're in some sort of romantic tryst. Sue's like, I think she's like friends with your sister or something back home. Basically, you run away from home to save the world. It's classic stuff. But like I said, we've already been here, so we've already been up this mountain and saved the day. Or have we? I'm starting to wonder now. I thought the whole point was to go up. Maybe we're supposed to go up the mountain. Okay, maybe we haven't done this before. That's weird. Like green water. Lovely. But yeah, so this is just a... This is for my own benefit, basically. If you want to... Have you played this game? Let me know. It's funny, yeah, I'm getting worse at advertising. I'm streaming less. But it's like Nuno said. I shouldn't care as much. Because I've just been so busy with... It's quite intense, my new job. Lots to learn. It's mentally tiring. Just don't have much time left over for anything else. Oh, and Holy Flux are doing a gig. Big reveal, big exciting reveal. We're playing the St James's Wine Vaults in Bath, which has an like a vault. Obviously, it's called the St James's Wine Vaults, but the vault underneath, you know, one of those curved roof type things. Yeah, we're playing under there. Because they've just refurbished it down there. It's really cool. We went and saw our friend play. And yeah, we went and saw Boff play. Or Gus, or Secret Agent Man, as he's known. Works for like MI6. Well, I don't know that's true. Yes. And he plays guitar. So now that that's there, there's actually somewhere you can go and play live. So if you want to come and see my new band, Holy Flux, it's not my band, but I'm in it. I don't own the band. It's kind of... What even is our music? Electro, hip-hoppy, rock. It's crazy. But I'll be sharing details of the gig soon. And I'll probably release another track on our SoundCloud as well. So yeah, perhaps I haven't been here before. So yeah, I like the way that the game looks. You can use the left and right triggers. It's kind of like 3D in a 2D way, which is really, really cool. Very clever. And it runs very, very well on the Sega Saturn. I've actually got the PlayStation version. I picked it up for not that much money, actually. Right, we should get the map again now. Dragon Valley, I think that's where we're supposed to go. I think we've already done the mountain. I reckon we're meant to go here. But then, really, I thought we'd already done the... That's where the dragon would have been, right? Flying Dragon 4. You know, I'm not so sure. I'm not quite sure which one we're supposed to do. There's a lot more enemies here than there was before. Anyway, let's just explore a bit, shall we? Ambush music again. You can see how much I've been paying attention to this game. I have no clue where we are, what we're doing. I'm just waiting for someone that actually knows about the game to pop in. What I might start doing eventually, when I got some time, I'm gonna figure out. I probably won't stream music because I don't have the time to learn how to do that. I know if I can stream games and it's like you can look at me at the same time, you'd think, oh, it'd be easy. It's not. It's not easy. It's harder to do the music side of things. But I might just do my old way of doing things and start doing little YouTube videos or Instagram videos, probably. So if I'm doing those, and then people can, I'll put adverts for my streaming at the end of the videos, and that way. I just get sick of doing all these different posts about. If people want to watch it, they know where to find it. Like, I'm not going to keep telling people. I know, because I'm not trying to push it. I just enjoy doing it. Right. I cannot remember for the life of me if we've been to any of these places before. We're just getting ambushed and ambushed and ambushed. But I'm in the kind of mood where I just wanted to do a little bit of a stream. I missed my loyal fan base of 5 people. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to do... Imagine it'll be sooner or later. We'll be doing another podcast, which will be fun. But yeah, let me know if you've played this game. Let's have a look at the multi-stream. Yeah, so there's nothing going on in the multi-stream. I'll leave it on that, because then at least I can... Oh, crud. There's actually nothing in here. You just get caught by these dudes. Ambushed again. I don't mind because I actually really like the ambushed theme, the music. Why has Fina gone green? Is that a good thing? Probably not. Oh, she's poisoned. Demon throw. Okay, it's not a big deal. We'll just use this guy. He's a beast. Sue hasn't even had a look in yet. There's Sue, right. Check this out. Check out Sue, man. And Puffy. That's his name, Puffy. But yeah, I hope you like the look of this game. Can you get this on Switch? Or is it on... I know it's on Steam. But they sort of updated the graphics. So this, to me, is the definitive version. Because the English translation, but with the old school graphics, and it's on a Saturn, so it runs brilliantly. I thought there are some like cutscenes every now and then that they may have changed those as well. I'm not sure. Like you do get some like little scenes and stuff. But yeah, this is like last weekend for me basically. I'm just chilling playing this, but I've got no idea whether we're supposed to stay here or not. I can't remember where we've not been and where we've been. So we've been there. Dragon Valley. Let's go back here and ask someone. I really can't remember where I'm supposed to. I swear maybe it is that mountain. I'm just being silly. I'm pretty sure we talked to them about it and they're like, yeah, do this next. So we're in a tower, right? Justin. Typhoon Tower. I wouldn't have gone there if I had to do it alone. Yeah, we're blatantly meant to, right, the Typhoon Tower would be Mount Typhoon, right? So that makes perfect sense. We've done Mount Typhoon. Now we're supposed to go here. Let's figure this out. I want to take these guys out. Right, now we'll get different music now. We should do anyway. We shouldn't get ambushed. Yeah, my initiative. Let's see. You get this music now. Let's use Sue again. Oh no, it's Fina, sorry. She's poisoned, but we should have something for that. No, she hasn't got it. I've been playing some Daytona as well. We did that before when we took a look at the different Daytona games on the Saturn. I don't know whether... Basically, I just like the first one best. The only thing I don't like about the first one is that there's like borders on the screen, whereas it fills the screen on the Circuit Edition. But the way the car moves on the Circuit Edition, the way the car looks, the graphics of the whole game, I just don't like the way it looks. I like the and the music as well. I didn't realise that the arcade game, the music on the Saturn version is like amazing. But it wasn't on the arcade version. It's like redone with real singing, and so it's not synths, it's an orchestra or real instruments or whatever, you know. So I've got quite a, and I know that there's like terrible, you know, pop-in, and the graphics aren't amazing, and the frame rate's rubbish, but you just don't notice that because the gameplay's so good. So I've been playing a bit of that. I did try the others, but the original Daytona, which I own as well, I've got a Japanese copy. So that's my favourite. It's the most fun. I got it on PC, but I haven't played that one yet. Right, let's see. So these woods are obviously a bit of a maze, aren't they? These bad boys are gonna have to go. Ooh. Rockman. Right, what's Fina saying? Yeah, so this is just a... Oh no, it didn't do any damage to him. yeah, tomorrow I'll be well rested and hopefully had a nice relaxing day in trauma. I was in trauma today. This is my first time in trauma at the hospital. Whoa, okay, these guys are actually quite strong. Sue's nearly taken out. I keep forgetting to heal her as well. But yeah, I can stream from like 6 to 9. We can do like a full 3 hour beast of a practice. Practice? What are you on about? No, we need to do a bit of band practice, tell you, before we do this gig. But yeah, I can tell myself that tonight I'm not going to be able to stream for very long because I'm just too sleepy. Don't really want to use too much magic. Ah, I forgot to heal them again. Pardon me. Oh, that was gross. I wonder whether these flowers do anything. Alright, that one just wiggles if you press A on it. Sometimes you can go through these foresty bits. Oh, what's this bit? Uh-oh, where have we gone now? Have we just left? Yeah, I think we've just gone back the way we came. Whoops. All the enemies are probably back now. What we need is a red... The red dots, that's what helps. You can like view the whole area. When you run, when you hold B, it does zoom out a tiny bit, which is nice. But yeah, the way the game looks is lovely. It looks really nice, upscaled as well. But obviously it looks great on a CRT telly as well. Right, this is probably the way. Let's take this bad boy out. He went the wrong way looking for us then. So yeah, this area is quite an enclosed space, so you have to like have a few fights. But I don't dislike the fighting even. Like, it's quite nice to play it. So I leveled up there as well, which is cool. Everyone's getting pretty strong, and plus we've got that massive knight on our team. Right, before I forget, it's a plague. So I need a thing to cure her poisoning. She's been poisoned for ages. Oh, you can escape as well. But we didn't need to escape because we'd already won. Yeah, the numbers are mad. It's like 1 person watching, 3 people watching, 1 person watching, 3 people watching. Look, I feel like nobody's... There's just robots watching me tonight. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's nobody in there. Anyone that's watching is watching on Facebook. But then I don't think it would count Facebook watches. There's a load of robots watching me then. I mean, there's no need to use this move on that enemy, but... Right, let's see what she's got. There you go. So we can cure her poisoning now. And she might actually have an item herself. No. She needs some health, doesn't she? But she can do this now. She's not green anymore. Crazy, that shirt looks... That's actually a blue shirt, but it looks purple there. Well, at least it was, but maybe it's not purple. I'm colourblind, I guess. It's whatever colour you think it is. What colour's my shirt? Yeah, I look like a 70s football player. Which is entirely the look I was going for. Charlie George. Look a bit like Charlie George with these on. Will you go, boy, Stella, Charlie George? Google Charlie George FA Cup final and see if you think it looks like me. Arsenal player from the 70s. Famously scored 2 goals. I think it was 2-1. They beat Liverpool in the FA Cup final. Right, I really hope we don't... Yeah, that's the way we've already come. Is there just nothing in these woods and there was just no need to come here? I'm barking up the wrong tree or what? I swear we've already done the mountain. And there's this way. It's a bit of a labyrinth, this, isn't it? So yeah, what else have I got in my backlog? So I've got this, I've got Sakura Wars. I think I'm on like episode 5 or 4. Maybe the battle in 4. Episode 4 of Sakura Wars. It's actually the first game I ever streamed on Twitch. I'd like to think that the quality of my streaming is a little bit better. Although I probably had the same amount of viewers as I do now. Still got Symphony of the Night, Castlevania game. Still got that to do. And we've still got Orta, of course. The most recent ones that are in the backlog now are Orta and Magic Knight Raya. But rather than just keep revisiting the same games, it is nice to mix it up a bit. But there's only like 4 or 5 that I deem like proper backlog games that I need to finish. Right, definitely haven't been up here. That thing's sketchy. A weird sounding thing. Is this going to be like literally a big spiral that goes up and up and up until we're at the top of the woods? It's hard to tell where you're going, isn't it? Really? Like nothing. There's got to be something in here. This will be the exit again. I mean, what on earth? How am I getting so lost in this place? Like, I swear we've already done that mountain. Yeah, because this is number 1. So it's obviously a bit of a puzzle. I thought we'd already found a dragon, but it says flying dragon. Not just any dragon. This dragon can fly. So This can't be the way out, surely, because... But there's something over there. Right. We can't go that way. And the enemies aren't actually here either. We can go this way. It's just a series of dead ends so far. So it's got to be this way, past the dodgy flower. And what about past this thing? No, stuck again. We go down this time. There's nothing in here that we haven't found already. Plop mold. I don't think these things are that strong. Yeah, they're done, look, already. What's this crown about? Well, that crown means something. I'm not sure what, though. Sorry. I put it there. There's a tip jar on there. What else is there? Yeah. Oh, I think the crown's for, like, King of the Stream. Stream boss. Oh, no. It's disappeared again. Stream boss. Oh, that's annoying. You click on it and it, like, disappears. Yeah, I'm not sure what the crown is. But thanks. Oh yeah, so a couple of new followers. Virtual Slubs, that's Brian. Cheers, Brian. A fellow Junkyard member. X-Band TV. It was 11 days ago, and 12 days ago someone smoked 765. Even with my glasses on, I still can't read that close up. What difference is that? That does make a difference, actually, when it's that far away. It does make a difference. But I've not been wearing them very much, because I have to wear a mask in the theatre. And unless you get the glasses, the nose bit over the top of the mask perfectly, you get, like, steamed up glasses while you're working. My old boss, Alan Kerrison, he was a glasses wearer. Pretty much exclusively. Right, now what about this? Come on. What about up here? Have we already seen this bit? Yeah, I think we've already done this bit, haven't we? So you come down here and you're like, yeah, it's got to be this way. Oh, no, nothing happening here. So then we're like, nah, we'll go this way then. Definitely don't want to go this way, because that's the way out. Not tricking me again. And then if you want to go this way, that it's just not a way. Maybe we're just not meant to bother in these woods. Maybe this is it. They just look bigger on the map than they actually are. Possibly. Unless you go down this way. Whoa! Yeah, we've definitely not been this way. Aha! Oh, I pressed the wrong button, sorry guys. Okay, so we just blow the rock out the way. No issue whatsoever. So that's Flying Dragon. Valley of Flying Dragon 3. What happens if we take the other path? Oh. It's just an enemy up there. Oh, well, I'm glad we found our way there a little bit. Otherwise that'd be most annoying. Okay. So that should heal Sue. I think it does. Oh. It just increases her health overall, not her actual. Okay. Oh, he's only got a vaccine. What's Sue got? Yeah, she can have the health weed. Health weed! So weed, basically. Healthy stuff. I wonder, maybe it was this evening that you guys started popping up. The legendary AJ removals. It'd be cool if I could get like some B-roll for AJ's, like do some funny little videos with Mark and Dan and all the rest of them, and then they could like come up in my like Be Right Back screens, have little ad breaks. I put my own ads up for you, and no one. To be fair, I think. Oh, stop saying to be fair. How's Gapper doing? That's what I'd like to know. Is he still a fireman, or is he doing another job now? Because he's a man of many ideas, isn't he? But he'll be well into it now. He'll be like 4 or 5 months in, won't he? With his... So he'll be out of training and he'll be stationed somewhere, I'd imagine. So I'd like... Yeah, I should get in touch with him, really. I did see that he's made a... He'd made like an Instagram or something. So whether he's like doing that as well as being a fireman, I don't know. But it took him so much to get into the fire service. So I hope he actually stuck it out for a bit. At least. I'm sure it did. He's probably doing really well. But he's a bright kid. I'm sure he'll be fine. Gapper. But yeah, I don't have a nickname yet at work. They don't call me the gun dog. The gun dog. No treats here either. That thing tried to jump away. Slipple. Yeah. He tried to slip away, didn't he? Yeah, I reckon it's going to be one of them nights. I'm not going to be playing long enough, really, to justify my talk, but... Yeah, I'm surprised Paddock's not about. But tomorrow night, maybe after this, I should do like I'll make a proper advert for tomorrow night. Sunday night's probably quite a good night to do a stream. It's not everybody's doing something on Sundays. They've got nothing better to do. They can watch me. I could do like a poll. Those are quite fun. I was going to do one tonight, but in the end I just started playing. Yeah, poll would be good. That thing was not interested. Slipple. Yeah, because it was so hot last week. That's why I didn't stream. And I was really busy as well, but just baking. If I'd really wanted to, I could have brought all the gear downstairs, but no. It was fun. Like I got I even used like my retro tink with the 2X one. And it still looked great. I quite like the way it looked actually. Not quite as sharp, but still looked nice. Right. Okay, we're definitely getting somewhere now. Sounds like some ravenous plants here. Right, so we can't go that way. It's weird, isn't it? The plants like make noises. It's got to be this way then. What an interesting shape. Whoa! That freaked me right out. I wonder if they can come that way. It didn't seem like it. I like how the birds fly over. And you can interact with flowers, which is really weird. I think that's the noise coming from them. But let's take these guys out. I'll tell you what I should do. Let's just tidy this up. Here we go. What else did I play last weekend? Oh, I played Zero Divide. Is it called Zero Divide? Or am I thinking of Zero Conflict? It's like Virtua Fighter but with robots. It's got a really cool soundtrack. The backgrounds when you're fighting, they're a bit they're just cool colours, but it's got a cool vibe to it, and it definitely plays quite uniquely. I played it through once, and I felt like I got like a bad ending, like I didn't get a proper ending of the game. Because you try and beat the boss, and then he says like there is English in it. He speaks English with Japanese subtitles, even though I'm assuming it's a Japanese only release. But the audio was quite quiet, and he just sort of says, "It's no use, you can't defeat me," or something, and then the game ended, so you don't beat him. But I was playing that. I think it's called Zero Conflict or Zero Divide, one of those. It's a pretty cool game. Bit of a random purchase, that one, but it's probably just in a list of games people said was good, so I just went for it. And oh right, now we're gonna get attacked because I wasn't paying attention. What else was I playing? Oh, X-Men Children of the Atom, which gets slated for not being arcade perfect. It's got some slowdown and not as many animations. Yesterday I had a quick go on Metal Slug, but I've only ever played it with like, I think more continues than, it wasn't one hit kill, that's for sure. It's like one hit and you die. Like the Shinobi games, the original Shinobis. So it wasn't like I could just pick it up and have a go, but that seems pretty cool. So yeah, I've been playing downstairs console gaming because it's cooler, but the weather's okay now, so it's not so bad. But yeah, I'm gonna nip to the toilet, and I shall return for the final part of this mini stream. See you in a bit.
If I was able to go 2 years
Yeah.
without smoking and then get back to it, I'm never going to get to rid myself of this shit. And then I finally did around I think it was 2016 maybe.
Yeah.
So quite a while ago, to the point that now I'm confident enough in saying that I will probably never go back to it.
Yeah.
But at least for the first like 2 or 3 years, I was constantly on guard about it. If you ask me, so you managed to quit smoking, I would answer something like, to this day I did, but I can't really promise about tomorrow.
People like to sort of mention it if it's something that if it's a social thing and they notice you've stopped doing something. It can be tiring having to explain yourself all the time or remind yourself if you've done that thing. But I still smoke. That's my like one left, I suppose. But I also it wasn't just drinking, you know. It was the whole rock and roll thing. So it was more a lifestyle, and something I had to not just convince myself was an issue, but I had to convince other people. Like, still people would say, "Oh, I don't remember you being that bad," and all this stuff. But I suppose they perhaps you see the person at the pub having a good time. You're the one that goes home and deals with the aftermath in your head. You know, it can be quite damaging to your brain cells, all of that stuff. So my point was something to do with the amount of time and the Saturn and all the rest of it, but it's more so as well as that, I was also finally, after years of suffering with I probably just self-medicated. So I'm also very honest and open. I talk quite frankly about all my stuff, which can make some people uncomfortable, but here at the channel we just chat about whatever we like, which I find with the Junkyard is quite well accepted too, so I always like that about it. But the main thing was just, so you're struggling with one thing, and to be in Australia, I didn't do my best there, you know, I wasn't my best self. But once I came back, after another, say, couple of years, I started to sort more things out to do with my job. I got like a better job, which built up a lot more confidence, and I was fitter and healthier and all the rest of it because of the job. I mean, it was a mover job, like a removal job. So I found I was quite good at that, not because I was good at blokey common sense stuff, far from it, but just because I've just got legs for days. I won't give up, you know, I'll just keep moving. It can be quite a tiring job. So that was cool. And then also was diagnosed with adult ADHD after years being told I didn't have it and I needed to just take antidepressants and all this kind of stuff. So if you add all that in with doing the Saturn Junkyard and being part of it, playing lots of games and then starting to stream it, and me and my brother obviously did the music for them for the end videos of Bog Slash, and the next thing is to try and do some more music. Have I just finished the game? Without even thinking about it. I've just been chatting shite and just finished the game.
I mean, It's a fighting game. It will never be very long. So.
I like how Steve Miller's there. That's like just Steve Miller, and the rest of them are called like Kuramasha.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that.
Atomic Hanada. And it's like Steve Miller.
Masato Noguchi.
Yeah.
Masatoshi Iguchi. Steve Miraru.
Yeah, Milaru. Yeah. Right. So let's go. Sometimes I find if I have that 4 meg cart in, it can cause games that don't need it to mess up. So I'm glad it's all working so far because I just didn't take it out. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's only been a couple of years. But that's what I found difficult at first because I was so passionate, and from certain groups, you could tell they were a bit like, oh, you might just give up on this tomorrow. Like, you know, don't be trying to sort of be too excited. Right. But Simon was pretty cool about it all, to be honest. he was like loving the passion. And I kind of felt like it was good timing that I sort of started being a nuisance, because it seems like it goes through peaks and troughs at the junkyard where something happens for a while and then someone leaves or it carries on, or you know, it's nice when somebody new comes in. So there it is. That's it, yeah? Golden Axe the Jewel?
Golden Axe, the duel, exactly.
Good. So at least I've got that one. So this is hopefully going to have pirates in. But I like that last game. I didn't really feel like, you know, with fighting games, like, I didn't really feel like I was doing anything in that one. Like, it just did it. I can't believe I just finished the game.
I'm a button masher through and through. When I'm talking about fighting games, I mean, I've said this in the podcast, I'm just not a technical player when it comes to fighting games at all. So I basically, I just button mash and hope for the best, that the stars align, and I accidentally... is there some issue with the game booting?
I think so. It might be just what I literally just said. But I can't go to my Be Right Back because it won't work for whatever reason. Unless I did like a whole stream with no sound and no one told me last time. Like it's just nice to be able to like have something so you can go for a break. But I'll just do it now. It won't take long. I'm literally going to be turning it off and on again, basically, the old classic. Yeah, I took the 4 meg out. And put the other one in and turned it back on. There's my 4 meg cart. It's getting a bit... That's one of the carts I had to wiggle quite a lot sometimes to get that one to work.
So my point is, with you, like this being a new hobby for you, I think you shouldn't like feel pressured into, you know, getting up to the level of people who have been playing the Saturn for 20 or 25 years, and like feeling like unless you know every major game that people know and play and talk about, that you're somehow less of a fan.
Yeah.
Or you know, I mean, fuck that shit, man. I mean, I think the great thing about being this new is that there is so much fun games to explore and to find about. I mean, it kind of reminds me when I first had the Saturn. I mean, if the game is not working, just try something else. No issues.
I've played it on here before. I must have. It's really random. What's that noise?
But anyway, just what I was talking about. So it kind of reminds me when I had kind of like two phases with the Saturn. First, when I was a kid and I was just exposed to really mainstream stuff because there was no internet. I mean, there was internet, but I couldn't access it. So my exposure to games was limited to the game store and commercials on TV and on magazines and stuff like that. So I only ever got familiar with a very, very small slice of the whole Saturn library, just the very popular games in those few years that I actually paid attention. Some games were very popular, but like a few years before, so I completely missed them. So my idea of the Saturn and my knowledge of the Saturn library was really, really small. And then when I got back into Saturn in my late teenage years, early adulthood, I finally got online and could finally access the whole of the Saturn library, like talk with people and go read the best games list for the Saturn and read reviews, watch videos. So I was finally exposed to like all of this information and all of these games that I just had no idea existed. And it was just so exciting. I mean, it was just like a whole new world opening up before my eyes. It was so amazing. So I think you still have so many games ahead of you to find that you should take your time and like appreciate them and don't feel pressure to and never feel like embarrassed to talk about a game that like everyone else has played and knows about. I mean, it's new to you, and that's the only experience that really matters to you. And even for people that have been in the hobby longer, I think that's actually great to have like new blood to kind of reminds us of when we ourselves first discovered that game, when that game was new to us, and what did that feel like?
Yeah, I mean, my kind of, yeah, you're right. What did it feel like at the beginning? Does it make you like feel? It makes you happy if somebody new is like expressing, "Oh wow, this is so cool." You know, that's a good thing, isn't it? Really.
And sometimes with more popular games, you kind of dissect them so much to the point that you know every little trick, every little quirk of the game, and you know it back to front, front to back, inside and out, that you kind of you just forget what it was seeing the game with fresh eyes and from a new perspective. And I think that's important to kind of be reminded of that. And Psychic Killer Taramaru is not even that well known. I mean,
Oh, that one, yeah.
it was just. I mean, the fame is more about its status as the rarest and most expensive Saturn game than actually for the game itself, which I think is really good, by the way. Let me just say that even back in the old days of the Saturn Junkyard, I wrote a review about that game, and I liked it a lot. And I was actually surprised that it was actually a good game beyond all of the stuff about rarity and about price, because whenever people talked about that game, it was always about the status of the game, never about the game itself. So back then there weren't even that many people that had actually played the game, or at least were talking about the game itself. It was just about the rarity, about the price. So yeah, I'm just it's awesome that you had that experience and could play that game that under normal circumstances without, you know, it's a Japanese game, so imagine back then being able to play that game, a rare Japanese game, impossible. It's thanks to the internet being able to know that the game exists in the first place, and then having access to a copy, a backup of the game. So it's kind of a miracle that you get to enjoy that game, and it actually is a good game. It's very original, very unique. The gameplay was really something else.
Yeah, this is I've turned this one on before. You know, I switched it on, but not giving it much time. I've got one of those Neo Geo Arcade Stick Pros as well. Neo Geo's kind of like a mystical being to me. I'd love to have one, but I'm never going to buy one. They're too expensive. Okay, I've got no clue what the controls are here, but it's just 4 buttons, surely. One thing I do like though is on King of Fighters 95, which again I'm awful at. I said that in the podcast, I think I did. The controls on that are really good because you use extra buttons to do different things rather than the combinations, so it kind of works really well for a Saturn game. The music's pretty awesome. But yeah, it's annoying. I don't know what's wrong with Golden Axe the Duel. It's probably exactly what I said, that I didn't download that one from the right place and it's dodgy or something.
Yeah, maybe it's just not right format.
Yeah.
I mean, these things can be picky. Sometimes just having a few bytes off the image, not the way that the device is expecting, is enough to throw it off.
Yeah, I mean, generally, I can't really recommend the Satiator enough, other than, like, I wouldn't have bought one if I wasn't going to be playing the Saturn, like, a lot, you know? Because it's a lot of money. When you can just get a cheaper option. And even now, like, I don't know if you may have seen Martin Evans, or I know him as Slowboy, but he's like one of my followers on here, and I've actually we're friends now in person. I've met up with him in person, which is really cool. Which is another really cool thing about not just doing the Twitch, but just the the community in general, you know. So we met up and went to an arcade we sort of met halfway between where we live, and then the last time we hung out, we went to Swindon, which is quite close to me. Easier for me to get to than him, but still pretty close for both of us to get the train. And we went to a really, really cool, I think it's the first of its kind in the UK, like a computer museum, like a retro computer museum. And it had a lot of old, like the sort of computers like you'd have had at school, like the BBC ones. It had Commodores and Ataris, but then it did have, it didn't have them working there, but they had them on display, like a Neo Geo, a Saturn. They had Atari, Jaguar in there, all sorts.
Nice.
And the guys in there were really cool. We got talking to them, and then we went to this place. I forget the name of it. I should have given them a plug ages ago. It's actually like a music shop when you go in, but it's a family-run business, and they've got like a record section where they sell records, and at the back there's a guy called Pete, who just him runs the gaming bit, and the gaming bit's got more games than you can imagine, like a lot of Mega Drive stuff, a lot of Master System, and then upstairs he's got even more. And he's got like some really decent arcades that have got all sorts of games on them and things. So that was pretty fun. But I forgot why I mentioned Martin. But yeah, it was, I do tend to sort of, sometimes I chat loads and I don't focus on the game. If we've got like a goal in mind and we're playing like, what was it we were playing? Panzer Dragoon Auto, and I was just terrible at that. But I was loving the fact it was really hard because the second game on Saturn was so easy compared to the first one. That's like those are my proudest moments probably, completing Guardian Heroes and Panzer Dragoon on normal. There was a game you mentioned. Was it this one? Yeah, Guardian Heroes. I'm thinking of another game now.
No, I didn't mention, but I am a big fan. Guardian Heroes is awesome.
You like this? Yeah,
I like
Guardian
that game
Heroes. Yeah. Right. It still says. Yeah, I don't think. Can't read that. Weird, that like stream boss thing. Well, that should work. That's annoying. Yeah, I was just chatting on in the chat in another stream. That's quite funny. Going to loo and being in another stream and then like coming back in here. But yeah, I mean it's almost like 9:30 already. So tomorrow is the big deal. I might just start doing this. Like it's basically like it's like popping back in just to prove I'm alive. And then tomorrow, yeah, we'll start at 6. And we'll do 3 hours. That's the aim, 6 to 9. Can it be done? I reckon it can. What I wanted to do was play a 4 megabyte RAM card game, just for the hell of it. But the thing is, with this 4 meg card, sometimes it just doesn't quite sit in the cartridge slot properly. See? Like, I've plugged it in it. So I'll try it one more time, and if it doesn't work, we'll just play another game. It's the final attempt. Oh, that's quite funny. This chair just folded in on me then. Nearly killed myself. Alright. It's like proper dark now as well. But yeah, it's annoying to be... Really, I should just... I could like promote the event properly. But yeah, okay, I don't know why it's not working, sorry. It will eventually. It just doesn't like the way it's sat in there. Because I've plugged my 4-meg cart in there. I finally got that the Cursed Knight, which is like it's a new Mega Drive game. It got reviewed like quite a while ago, and it interested me. Jeez, that's noisy, isn't it? It's probably the cable in the back of... That is very noisy. All these bloody audio cables. Right, we'll try it one more time. Yeah, basically the Cursed Knight, it doesn't work properly. Damn you. Whatever reason. Yeah, it doesn't work properly, the Cursed Knight. On my I've got it's called a PAL-1 or PAL-I suppose. It's like I think it's supposed to be like, yeah, it's like a PAL console, but it was in Asia, like Japan or whatever, and it's weird. I guess it was a Hong Kong one, but the game crashes very early on, so you can't really play it. But I tried it on my PAL console and it works fine. I've just got the ROM, but it's supposed to be a pretty cool game. So I'm just gonna play a little bit of a game before finishing. And yeah, it's a silly one really. I bet people are just starting to pop in at this time. That's the problem. By the time all your links go round. I tried that Ogre Battle game as well, which is kind of weird. But yeah, I was enjoying, what was I playing the other day? I've been playing quite a few just little snippets of stuff recently. I tried that Blazing Tornado, I didn't like that. That was kind of laggy. I didn't really think that was very good. To be honest. But yeah, for whatever reason, the 4-meg cart isn't working. It does sometimes. It definitely works. But yeah, some of these games. I used to have Children of the Atom on here anyway. So I must have deleted it. Tell you what I've never played. What was I was playing here? I was playing this, wasn't I, last time? Like all the fighting games I want to play, I'm like, oh, I can't play it because it needs a RAM cart. Yeah, this has been a terrible stream. I do apologise. That was my first ever catchphrase, wasn't it? Yeah. But Nuno was right when we did that stream with Nuno. I just haven't had time. I've got this new job, which I am enjoying it.
War just isn't what it used to be.
I'm a bit concerned about the amount of money that you get paid in the NHS. Not very much.
Terrorists and madmen have created a whole new
They should pay better.
disorder.
But there's quite a lot being done about whether they might change the banding, so they have these bands, it's just pay scales, and it might become a band 3 instead of a band 2, which means you get a little bit of extra money. But
Stop these wars before they happen.
and to progress, I'd need to like do a course I think it takes like 3 years, so you continue to work. And then you also, so you do 5 days a week basically, and 1 day a week in a university. So that's why it takes so long, I guess, to do the course. Load save. And I just enter. How do you just play? Okay, you just press start. I think I've only ever played these on like the PlayStation.
Break it into components, hack.
Yeah, I don't remember this.
You've linked the money to those troops?
Could I prove it in court? No. Do I
Hmm.
know it's a link? Yes.
Keep going.
They also pumped tons of funky ex-Soviet hardware into a terrorist training camp, and finally, we got a signal from our missing pilot, Nick Arnold.
I buy it. We've got a crisis. Andrea,
The obvious candidate is Yuri Vatsisnov.
This is quite swanky, isn't
And
it?
the real shadow man behind this conspiracy. We're running worst case projections, but as always, our main objective is to stop this war
Yep.
before it happens.
Never seen this
Skynet will
before.
download additional intel as needed.
I think I must have played this at like. I know that they were big on the Mega Drive, weren't they? These games. But I don't remember playing one on the. Maybe I played one on the PlayStation. I don't know what it looks like graphics wise. Okay, so the triggers. Oh, it's freaking out a bit there. Can you use the analog stick? You can! The analog stick works. Now that is quite cool. Well, I guess the PlayStation would have had analog stick support, right? So. A fires. That's a funny gun noise, isn't it? What about raising ourselves higher? What did I just do there? Am I changing anything on the screen? No. Seize our rockets. Oh yeah, look, there's like... I'm guessing the frame rate's like 25 frame, maybe worse. Now some crazy rock music started. Oh, we've got all sorts of weapons. Yeah, I don't know if it used to look better on the PlayStation, probably. It doesn't look horrible. But the music's like a bit quiet.
Strike, this is Arnold. Come in if you're out there, and I'm damn well hoping you are, because I need some serious help. Those are not champagne corks. It's a good old-fashioned dictatorial firing squad. They've been popping off agents like pull tabs, and I'll be next if you do not liberate me on the double.
Okay. I quite like the presentation. Map. There's our map. Info. Destroy early morning radar site. Set into hostile airspace undetected. Destroy 2 radar sites. Oh, I've already destroyed those. Rescue captured. I've already done the first bit. And what's more? How do we get to more? Rescue any locals. Oh, you get armor for... Well, Z is more. Or maybe not.
Synchronicity threshold crossed at 0100 hours, General. Some bad business going down.
Break it into components, hack.
Oh, it's just the same video again. But we can't bring up the map. But we're doing this. Right. Well, I like the fact you can use the analog stick. That's like pretty cool. It's a nice surprise when that happens. Can we just fly into here? Yeah, we can. Okay, so we can sort of just destroy everything. I'm guessing we'll run out of rockets eventually. Oh, what the hell? Did you see that? I went to pick something up. Right. Oh, is he a survivor? Oh, that's pretty funny. What did he say about a bottle opener? Yeah, some of these 3D graphics would probably look better on a CRT, just the way it's rendered. It's too sharp looking. Who's shooting at me? Is there people in these? That was a big... Yeah, someone's shooting at me. Oh, maybe it's in here. Yeah, it is. In this little guard tower. Well, he's not shooting at me now. And there's another guard tower there, though. Yeah, I thought Jeb's 24 stream seemed pretty cool. It's annoying because I don't like doing things by halves, but I feel like I am. I don't think I can do this full on because it's just impossible. So I'm gonna have to learn to do things by halves. I'm looking forward to Holy Flux's gig though. That'll be fun. So yeah, I'm gonna get an average viewer of like 1 probably. I think it'd be harsh if it's less than 1. But it doesn't matter, like I say. Right, this is quite cool. Have I just got infinite health? Oh no, it looks like I've been hit pretty bad there. And there's no sort of aiming reticle. Are they on my team? I'm not too sure, to be honest. They're not shooting at me, so... Oh dear, yeah they are. I'm dead.
Looks like we cheated death and he's ticked off.
Oh, you just get another ship. So another helicopter shows up. Right, but no rockets though. Is this like a box? I'm not taking any more chances. I honestly don't remember if it looked better on the PlayStation. And I can't tell whether I'm like locking onto things properly or not. That's cool that you get the glass smash noise. Okay, so that shows you different things. $40 locals remaining, only 1 fuel.
Snowcat Patrol represents a security threat if they are allowed to alert their commanders.
That's the D-pad now. Is it really analog control? I'm not sure. I'm just trying to like... It's really like... This is probably like... That's probably using like all the power of the Saturn to do that.
Pick your next crash carefully.
It's not as good as, to tell you what it doesn't look as good as, I don't think it looks as good as, oh, I forgot what it's bloody called now. I've got a copy of it over there. Ah, right, Zed shows me stuff. So there's your armor. So it's kind of good to have this on there, I suppose, so you can see all your stuff. That's kind of cool. Right, well, I might revisit this game. I kind of like it. I suppose EA was still pretty cool at this point. Just about. Like, it's quite nice to control. I can't tell whether it's real analog or not, though. I think it is, because look. You can do that. You can zip places. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, and if you... Ah, right. And that puts the camera back in front of you. Which is quite useful. If you're like coming at somebody from this angle here. Oh, there's actually fireworks happening now. Outside, I thought that was like amazing stereo sound of the game. Right, well, thanks for watching. If you did. I don't think anyone really watched, did they? But never mind. It was only an hour and a half. So yeah.
Trying to do win the war in one mission.
Yeah, it was like 8 o'clock when we started. That's ridiculous. Sorry about that. Win the war in one mission. But yeah, maybe I'll give this another go. I reckon it's all right. Who's that? That guy looks like the guy from The Sopranos, the one pointing his finger there. Interesting. Right. All being well, we'll stream for twice this long tomorrow. We'll do it from 6 to 9, hopefully. I might just start promoting it so that everyone knows. It is the guy from The Sopranos. That is him. I know the picture quality is terrible. Forgot what his name is in The Sopranos, but I'm pretty... Because he's kind of like that sort of grade actor that they'd use for this. It's definitely him. Even though it's like pixelated. Anyway. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for some more Sega games. Cheers, guys.